Hello everyone, it's Comrade Bear Weather. A long time no see with severe weather. The second season will begin tomorrow. Technically today with marginal risk on Sunday, but tomorrow really kicking things off. We have an enhanced risk that was just issued about an hour ago from the Storm Prediction Center. A enhanced risk has been issued for a good portion of northern Louisiana into southern Mississippi. This includes places like Jackson, definitely includes Jackson, Mississippi, Rolling Fork. God hope nothing happens in Rolling Fork. They don't need another tornado. That was a terrible night that night. Even as a storm tracker, that was one of the worst tornado outbreaks I had ever tracked since Mayfield. Like that was one of the worst. But anyways, let's go back. So like Jackson, Rolling Fork, Monroe, Louisiana, maybe Baton Rouge. I'm not really good with Louisiana as much as I am with other states. I just know where some Louisiana areas are. Then on the slate you have portions of southern Arkansas, portions of eastern Texas, all of Louisiana. I'm going to count that little piece in the southwest there as in the slate. And a good portion of Mississippi and portions of southwest Alabama. And yeah, so main risks here are wind and tornadoes. Tornadoes more of the threat. And I'm just doing this video. I'm not really gonna do the severe briefings I used to do back in 21 and 22. Because, I wanted this to become more of a chasing channel. But since there's been nothing for like 2 months, we're gonna do it. And since it's also a very serious situation, and I haven't, been doing this for a lot, so I'm trying to retrain myself to do this stuff again. So we have a 10% hatch risk, which hatch, if you don't know, means significant tornadoes are possible tomorrow in the enhanced risk. So again, it includes Jackson, Rolling Fork, Mississippi, Monroe, Louisiana, Baton Rouge, I think it's a little south, I'm not sure. I'll look at that afterwards. So please, if you're in those areas, please start keeping an eye on this. Even if you're in the 5%, and here's why a lot of us wish there was like a 5% SIG. Yesterday we were saying the potential for strong tornadoes in the 5%, which is now the 10%. Even if you're in the 5%, even if you're in the 2%, I would keep an eye on the skies, especially in the 5 and the 10. Wind risk here, you got a 30, and it's mostly in Mississippi, and I think that's when it starts. Like, if some of you have seen the models, it's become like a QLCS, quasi-linear convective system, and it's becoming a line of storms, so that's more of a wind threat. You can have tornadoes. There are such things as QLCS tornadoes, but they're not as they can be strong, or it's not real. They kind of spin up quickly, so you don't know when they're gonna strike. So you got to keep an eye on that. That's why they have that 5% so large in that area, and even the 10% into Mississippi. And hail's also a threat, but not the biggest threat. We got a 15 across the board. Let's read the convective outlook. Outline, whatever you want to call it. I don't know what you want to call it. So, enhanced risk of severe thunderstorms, portions of northern Louisiana and central Mississippi for tomorrow, Monday, the 20th, 2023. Severe thunderstorms are likely Monday afternoon into Monday night from East Texas into parts of the lower Mississippi Valley and southeast. Damaging winds and several tornadoes, a few of which may be strong, will be the primary hazards. However, some large hail is also possible. Now, I want to stress that damaging winds and several tornadoes. That several tornadoes, a few of which may be strong. makes me almost wonder, are they gonna move it to a moderate? If that, now that's my opinion. They probably won't even do that. That's just what I'm thinking. Maybe they'll do it. It's really up in the air. What happens? They could just stay enhanced. Sorry, I'm just trying to get something. I'm trying to figure out what else I'm gonna say. Cause again, I haven't done this in like a year. Probably had a little longer than that. Where was I? Alright. So yeah, they might move it to moderate. I'm gonna say 50-50. Several tornadoes, a few of which may be strong. Maybe they'll put a 15 hatched, but first off, where? Maybe right on the border of Louisiana and Mississippi. Maybe more in Louisiana, rather. But again, that probably won't happen. That might just stay enhanced. If it goes moderate, okay, we're really gonna have to keep, we're gonna have to keep an eye on this as an enhanced, but it gets even up. So, the concern is extremely high at that point. Alright. Strong mid-level jet streak across Texas will shift east during the day. I'm gonna skip through here. A warm front will move north during the day across the lower Mississippi Valley and bring mid-60 dew points into the I-20 corridor during the afternoon. Thunderstorm activity is expected along primarily ahead of a cold front, which will move from East Texas Monday afternoon to the central Mississippi by 12Z Tuesday. So you have a very moisturized atmosphere and very soaked with moisture. So you have dew points on the storm side. That will keep those storms very moisturized. There's a better word for it, but it's a Sunday at 1:45. Alright, expect relatively early convective initiation across east central Texas near the mid-level jet, where morning low temperatures will be in the mid-upper 60s, and convective temperatures in the low 70s, mid at least broken cloud cover. Shear will be strong, 50 plus knots. Expect storm intensification to be gradual, given 750 near ML Cape, mixed layered Cape, and limited inhibition. However, by mid-afternoon, as storms move into Louisiana, expect more robust storm development as instability increases and force in for ascent intensifies as the mid-level trough starts to become more negatively tilted. Sorry. Sometimes I just can't speak. Significant mass response is expected after 21Z, so that's, I think, around 5 o'clock Central. Might be Eastern, I'm not sure. It's 5 o'clock, I just can't remember if it was Eastern Central. I think it's Eastern time. So, like 4 o'clock Central over there. This timing will correspond well with diurnal heating, so day heating and supercell intensity. Photographs elongate between 21Z and 00Z. The low-level wind profile will become increasingly favorable with nearly pure streamwise vorticity in the lowest 750 meters of most forecast soundings. Most of the CAM guidance shows mature supercells in the region at this time, which would support tornado potential. Some potentially strong. This is very important there. As well as the end of the next paragraph there. Daytimes of thunderstorm activity is expected to become more linear through the evening with an increase in damage and wind threat. However, as the low-level jet intensifies, increasing isotropics ascent may be sufficient for additional warm sector supercell development across Mississippi during the evening and into the overnight hours. Less favorable timing, daytiming casts some doubt on the intensity of these supercells, but the wind profile will be extremely favorable. SRH values exceeding 300 meters square per second square at the 0 to 500 meters. So really strong helicity in these storms. Well, not the strongest, but it's moderate helicity. Therefore, any strong supercells which develop in this region after dark would pose some strong tornado threat, which would be a very, very bad thing, because especially at nighttime, you can't see that thing unless, with power flashes or lightning. And if you're outside, you don't know a tornado's coming, or if you're sleeping, you don't have your phone or anything. That's going to be a death wish. So make sure your phones are charged. Make sure, I'm sure everyone down south's got National Weather Service weather radio, the NOAA weather radio. So make sure that's got batteries. Make sure it's plugged in as well. Make sure it has batteries in case you lose power. And and then you'll know if a tornado is coming towards you or near you. Yeah, the rest of that's fine. Okay. So again, to recap, we had tornado potential, some of which could be strong. This is especially bad if it's going to be, this is going to be a nocturnal threat, and it seems like it's going to be more of a daytime threat. But even at nighttime, it could be a really bad threat too. So everyone in Louisiana, northern Louisiana, and portions of southern Mississippi really need to keep an eye on this situation for tomorrow, Monday, the 20th of 2023, November 20th, 2023. Sorry about my voice, I don't really talk this long. Gonna work on that. Thank you very much for watching. Please like and subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next video.